very excited, guys. Welcome back to the channel, and thank you so much for supporting the channel. I have been getting thousands of views overall in all the posts I've been putting up on social medias, for YouTube, and do you know what? Thank you so much. If you guys are enjoying this video, please give this video a massive thumbs up. So today's video, I think quite different. Again, I bring you back another free YouTube training. Let me just share you a fantastic story. When I first found this technique and I started implementing it, or the very first time actually, when I implemented it, I managed to receive, I think, just over 30 calls from agents directly, and it was a crazy moment. I wasn't ready for this at all, and I used this technique, and all of a sudden my phone's ringing, voicemail, rings, email, and I think I got just over 30 calls in a matter of 10 minutes. And do you know what? Since then I thought it's such a great technique that I'm going to use all the time. Depending on the strategy, it might, you know, sometimes you're going to get that amount of calls, sometimes you might not, but eventually you're going to be an authority because they're calling you instead of you calling them. So if it's, especially if it's your first deal and you've struggled talking to letting agents, you know, getting that first deal over the line, this will massively help you, and I hope you guys are going to enjoy this video. So let's crack on, and I'm going to do a screen share now. So keep watching the video. If you can, try and action it as you're watching. Take massive notes. Yeah. And then we'll keep moving forward. By the way, I just want to thank you guys so much. Also, when I did that open rent YouTube free training, there was so many people who actually reached out to me saying, Piers, we've implemented that. I also gave them a free description part as well. So yeah, thank you so much for enjoying this kind of videos. Please let me know if there's anything else that you guys want me to cover in the comment down below, so I can start looking at, you know, and creating those training for you guys. So let's look at the screen. So the first screen, as you can see, is, yeah, welcome to Zoopla lead generation training to make letting agents work for you. So as you can see from my screen, this tool can be used, you know, across the UK market for any property investing strategy. So you're not only service accommodation, but if you're looking for any refurb project or buy, refurbish, refinance, or standard, you know, below market value deals, you can use this little technique and change the description part that I'm going to show you over the screen, and yeah, and you know, make letting agents work for you. But in this case, we're gonna work around service accommodation and see how I've been using, how all my investors and how all my, you know, clients and one-to-one online program have been using this technique. If you're looking at my screen, so I've just pulled up zoopla.co.uk. Now on their homepage, as you can see, you know, they've got for sale, for rent, or to rent, and house prices. So what we're going to do is, obviously, depending on what your strategy is and what you're going to use it, you can accordingly do the searches and the area of investment. So at this moment in time, I'm going to go to rent. Now, it depends on what location you're looking for. So I'll just put Bath. I'm looking for 2 bedrooms and above. And to be fair, I don't look at the pricing and stuff for now, so I'll just do a normal search. Now, at the moment, there's 230 listings in Bath currently, and you can see 2-bedroom flat just added, £1,100, available from 4th May. You've got 4-bedroom townhouse. So basically, what you're doing is you're looking at all the listings and all the available agents on the right hand side as well. Now, as we go to the bottom of the page, you see pretty much like a contact form, and what it says is, obviously, you can put your name, your telephone number, your email, your message, and all the agents that's in the area. Now guys, believe me, this is what a lot of people have been missing their trick on, and I have been very successful in using this, and has really worked in my favor. So especially if I'm going to a new area of investment, this is what I do, you know, for the first thing before I even, you know, bother looking at the stock level. This is exactly how I implement my strategy. So with further ado, I'm just gonna literally show you exactly what to do. And remember, at this point in time, you're currently not even bothered about looking at what's exactly in the stock. What you're trying to do is you're gonna use this little tool that's gonna help you reach out to, I think, just if you look at the current featured, there's about 12 featured agents, and altogether in Bath, potentially even more than this, but at the moment who's registered in Zoopla, there's 24 total letting agents. So what I'm going to do is I'm still going to tick all of the other letting agents in the area, right? So I'm not missing any opportunity. So I've ticked all the other agents. Now, all you need to do is, like I'm showing on the screen, if you put your full name in, your mobile number, your email address, right, and this is where, depending on your strategy, you know, if you're looking to buy and refurb, or you're looking for projects, you can put that accordingly. But in my case, what we're going to do is we're going to put a little, now you can tweak it to what you would like, but generally I'm always looking for opportunities with blocks, and what I've done is here, as you can see, I'll put good evening and greetings, Piers here, Managing Director of Propearthy. I'm looking for a new build block of apartments, anywhere from 4 to 8 units, to rent as company-let service accommodation, working with many blue chip companies, staff relocation companies, contractors and visitors in the area, and etc. Now, what you're doing effectively here, guys, you have opened your door, you are telling you're a service accommodation provider, and you've given as much as information in this little box you can. But also I'm putting saying I'm visiting in the area next week, and all I'm doing is literally telling them exactly what I'm looking for, giving them enough information about saying I'm looking for new build opportunities, you know, in a block 4 to 8. Now what I'm going to do, as you can see from my screen, is do a send. Boom. Right, now if you can see from my screen, it says thank you, your inquiry has been sent to your chosen estate agent or agents listed below. Now I've sent it to Romans, Hamptons, Andrews, Alan Harris, you know, loads of other open rent. I mean, I've worked with several agents. I think I saw Martin Co earlier. I've worked with Martin Co before, so you know, quite easy for me to approach them because I've done business with them across the country. So guys, you've just learned. It's only going to take you potentially, what, 5 minutes, less than 5 minutes. But if you do this and actually send it across to maybe 3 to 4 different locations that you're looking to invest, how easy is this now that you've now landed on letting agents email telling exactly what you're looking for as service accommodation? And now the biggest thing I've always believed in this is, so certain things that when you first start in your service accommodation journey, is there's people out there who do not want to, you know, call letting agents, or they're afraid to make those calls because they don't know what they're saying. In this case, you know, some of the benefits I'm going to share you again in this screen is, you know, you've been upfront and you mentioned exactly what your criteria is. So to all the letting agents, you have told exactly what you're looking for. But also you're in a position of authority, as generally they would reply back to you. Now, either the information they will ask you for more information, so sometimes they'll go, great, but what are you exactly looking for? Is it 1 bedroom, 2 bedrooms, you know, blocks? So they'll find out more information, furnished, unfurnished, stuff like that. Or there'll be a letting agent who will just say, Piers, we don't deal with service accommodation. So yeah, thanks for your inquiry, but we can't help you. So again, great, because then that way you know exactly not to bother them. And the people who hasn't replied to you or has asked you a question, they're the one who's going to engage with you. Now the third thing I do is you can follow up with a call next day, and mention that, you know what, you've sent an email through Zoopla, you haven't had any reply, but you would like to speak to you know, this person or this agent. And also sometimes what you can do is, prior to that, you could just look at their stock, and if there's some stocks that you think that's going to fit you to run service accommodation business, please mention those stock. Just say, look, I've seen this property in this road in Bath. You know, I'd be very much interested. I actually registered with yourself yesterday, but I haven't heard anything from you guys. So what you're doing is you're saying you're just doing a follow-up rather than you're introducing it back again. Now what they will do is they'll just find you in the system, or they'll see your inquiry, and again, it will help you as well. But overall, you know, if you're worried to pick up the phone and ask for service accommodation units, this will give you a great break and an opportunity to speak to a letting agent, because you're eventually you've approached them through an email or inquiry, and then you're doing a follow-up. Right, with this being said, guys, I think, you know, I hope you guys are staying safe. You know, if you're at home, you're trying to learn as much about service accommodation business, this is the time. And generally, if it was business as usual, today I'd potentially get maybe 5 to 10 phone calls from all that agents in the area, or they would, you know, there'd be people who would be emailing me. There will be agents later, I'm sure, working from home. They will be emailing me as well. But do you know what, guys? At this moment in time, just use this tool to start engaging even, you know, agents from an email. I'm sure they've got an access to email. They'd love to hear from you. So yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying this little technique that I use for lead generation for your service accommodation or any other strategy. Also, you know, while we're going through this little training, you know, a lot of people have been asking me about, Piers, where is, you know, service accommodation market gonna head? And I don't know if you watched my previous video, but I've been reading this book, Guide for Investing, and you know what, this is the second time I'm reading this book, and because of the current market, I think this actually really relates to what's currently happening. And a lot of people are asking me about, you know, where is the market going to head for service apartment? And yeah, it's just saying that, adding to the conclusion that everyone has a different opinion on the direction of the market and the future of the world. If you watch the financial news station, they will have one so-called expert who says the market is overheated. It will crash in the next 6 weeks. 10 minutes later, another expert will come on and say the market is set up to go even further and there will be no crash. So guys, I think at this moment of time, I think I love this little book, because every time I'm reading to the existence of what's happening currently in the market now, just be service accommodation or even anything else as a business in general. So, you know, great book. I'd highly recommend you, it's a massive book, so to go through this will take a lot of time, but heavily recommended, by the way. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you've come this far, please give this video a massive like. Please subscribe to this channel. I'm posting pretty much every other day at the moment, trying to give you guys as much as content about service accommodation business and property investing in general. But stay safe, guys. Have an amazing day, and thank you so much for watching.